The Kitchen Banter. We're talking pickleball, where the drama gets loud. Local courts, bad calls, and a rowdy crowd. Tony's fighting this black cloud, doubting himself, but give him one good shot, he's feeling himself. Haters analyzing the game like only he can. Daniel's on the mic with a grin and a smile. Don't get too close or he'll lob you in style. Let's get you better.
All right, so we're back today. We're just Tony and I just kind of a list of stuff that we think. Here's what I think happens the most. People come up to us often, at least one or two people every time we're playing pickleball, and we'll say like, "Hey, you talking about this? We found this funny," or "Hey, this applied to me." So we kind of have a list of what we think is appropriate to what most people experience. That's on some level or at least maybe every once in a while happens to them, right?
Yeah, it's universal in pickleball. I think everything we're going to talk about today, or probably ever, is going to be universal, to pickleball. I think everybody's in the same boat.
Yeah, I agree.
Very addictive.
I agree.
Very encompassing.
Housekeeping. Subscribe to the video. We know, we see the likes and we see actually how many views we're getting, but not as many subscriptions. So
exactly.
That's okay though.
Your offer's off the table for the win. So you're not going to get a free win if you subscribe today from Daniel, but he will let you lose by only 2. All right. That's the new deal on the table.
That's not true.
Okay.
Actually, yesterday was the first day I felt like I played well in a while. So
in the morning.
Yeah.
So we both played twice yesterday at separate places. Me and Daniel played in the morning together, and we wound up getting some really good games. There was some people there that made it really cool, and I played pretty well. Daniel played very good. And then I played at the Dink Tank, and I did not play good. Later, I knew I was tired, but I'm not making an excuse. But you think you're on, because you had a good day, and it just was like, I should have just quit while I was ahead.
Yeah. And what's funny is you called me and you asked me how I played because you knew I went to play. I played later in the evening with Alicia. So in the morning time, Alicia didn't want to play. So I played just some guys. And then later I went and played with Alicia, and you called me and you're like, how'd it go? I'm like, man, I got slaughtered. I don't know. I think I was just dead. I had no energy left. And you go, and then clicked in your brain. You're like, maybe that's what was wrong with me.
Yeah. Well, it instantly made me feel better about myself. Yeah. Because I was going to go home. I had the noose ready. I knew where the rope was. I was ready and completely ready. And you defused that immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have that much influence.
Well, if Daniel had a bad night at a kind of a lower level, just messing around thing, he couldn't. So I really have a good excuse, I think.
I played okay my first game or two, and then all of a sudden it was just way downhill. I couldn't move. I couldn't defend anything. It was bad.
Yeah.
Alicia's looking at me, and I'm like, I just got nothing. I got nothing
I think
left.
the first thing that goes when you're really tired is your reflexes, your speed. You're like, how did I miss that? Usually you're there. It's bounces off your paddle or something, and that's the first thing that goes.
Yeah. But it was a fun day, though.
Yeah.
We played with people in the morning that we haven't seen in a while, right? Chacozy. Haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
So it was good to play with him. And we talked about it there, but is he not just the nicest, easiest guy to play?
He's the nicest guy in the world, probably. Him and Sandin. Yeah. And thing with him, too, is, I don't know, I talked about this with you, too. He keeps a high level even when he doesn't play that much. I guess he's just an athlete, He was a professional soccer player. I think he was a decent tennis player, too.
I think he does tennis instruction for a long time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's good. Every time I play with him, we've said this, I've never seen a bad Chacozy, right?
Yeah,
he's always good.
Right, always.
Yeah, it was good to play with him. We played with him. Dustin Quinches came back out.
Yeah, he did very well yesterday.
Yeah, he played really good.
Yeah, that's probably his first big, good day.
Yeah, he took a while off, and then he's been playing at the Dink Tank some, but second time he's come out and played with us, and he played really good. So it was good to have him back out there.
It's good that he played with you.
Yeah, I think he's comfortable with me.
He's very comfortable with you.
So, we've known each other for a long time. So if he screws up with me, it's not like I'm going to, I'll make fun of him for a second.
Do we know someone who does that?
Yeah, we do. We know people who make people feel bad when they make mistakes. I don't tend to do that. So.
No,
because I make dumb mistakes too. So
yeah,
but
part of the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it almost on purpose because you want to try something and you just want to have fun.
That's kind of what that was yesterday. We always talk about that. It's like competitive games, but then mixing in the fun part, like just trying stuff and just
that's the best.
being loose.
That's the best. Yeah. See, last night I was not loose. Not to say I didn't have fun, because I mean I know these guys. I mean it's not like I don't know them, but it was definitely going in as a little bit competitive, and I didn't have that fun spirit. I had that like I got to be competitive. I can't make mistakes. Let me try to do these right moves and not make stupid decisions.
That's always the hardest when you go in like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't execute, then it's like, well, this night was ruined.
Exactly.
And then you have bad thoughts about going home and doing stuff.
Yeah, like finding the rope.
Yeah. I always joke that I'm going to kick my neighbor's dog, which I would never hurt an animal, but that's always my joke.
Yeah. As long as it's your neighbor's, not yours.
Yeah, never. I would never kick
ruin your home.
No, my dog's awesome. Even my bad dog is getting good now, so.
I don't even remember your dogs.
Oh, live phone call.
Oh.
On air.
Take it.
Should we take it on air?
Yeah, take it on air. Why not?
Hey, Sandon. I just want you to know you're live on air right now. Tony and I are actually doing the Kitchen Banter podcast. We are going to play at 4:30 if you can make it, but can I call you after this? I think you'll be the 5th, but I'd love to have you. Adam and Grace and Quinchez are going to play. Yeah, Adam, Dylan, and Quinchez. Yeah. Oh, cool. All right, we'll be there.
I thought you were gonna put him on speaker.
I should have.
Yeah.
Should have. He goes, oh, great.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I think about, I don't know where we were going with. I just lost my train of thought. It's like, we always talk about like, going into something with a mind. Like yesterday morning, I had no because we didn't organize yesterday morning, right? So there's no expectation. You just show up to the court, and it's just going to be, whoever's there, you're going to play, and you kind of accept it for what it is that day, right?
Exactly.
And then to surprisingly have a good group, right, which we did.
Yep.
It was me, you, CD was there, which is easy to play with, easy guy.
Stu was there at the beginning.
Stu was there.
Quinchez.
And then Adam mixed in a game or two and ended up going to play some other courts.
And then Chikozy came.
Late.
Right.
But when you show up, you have no and then you end up getting good fun. That's like the best days.
And it was no disruptions either.
Oh,
Like we had that court, and that was those rotation of people.
Yeah, and even Kevin mixed in a game or two now. I forgot.
Before he left, that's right. He was there first, early.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we never had to wait. Well, like we kind of, even if someone won a couple games, we sat. Like that was fine.
Yeah, and we even won and sat.
Correct.
We won like 2 games or something and sat.
Those are the best days.
They are.
Because you don't feel like you're letting anyone down. Like we organized this game and we showed up. And
Yep.
then all of a sudden I'm the worst. I'm playing terrible and now I'm mad. Right. It's easy.
Yeah.
So.
It's true.
Because even Adam had a bad day yesterday, right? Which I don't think he wasn't feeling good.
I didn't play enough with him. I played 1 game against him.
Yeah, I'm not saying he played terrible, but he wasn't feeling great. And like, I guess my point of that is like, some days you're just gonna be good, and some days you're just gonna be okay, right? Like, what's the big deal? It doesn't matter.
That's actually one of the items we're gonna discuss. Yeah. Right, the floor.
The floor. Go ahead. This is you called me with this, and I said, hold on, save this for the podcast.
Yeah, because me and Daniel talk about all kinds of things, like just usually after we play and stuff, and like a lot of times we forget. Like we say we got to bring this up, and a lot of times we forget. So Daniel made a list. We both have our phones here with a list, and they're just things that we know everybody goes through. And the floor, for instance. So, and percentages really, right? Because it's impossible to be at 90 or 100% all the time. It's impossible in this.
Explain what you mean by that, though. So I know what you mean.
Like, when you're in the zone and you feel like you can't do any wrong and you're really seeing everything right, almost like everything slows down a little bit. Like you could see things, your hands are there, everything. You could see where they're at and where your shot's going to go and things executed properly, like you're really on. That's like 90 to 100%, right? You can't maintain that all the time.
Yeah, I call that the flow state. Like you very rarely get that.
Yeah.
When you're just got it going on. Absolutely.
Yep. Exactly. So we'll call that the 90 to 100% time. So I guess you could improve that, but right? You can improve that 90 to 100, but that's not really the most ideal thing to do because you're not going to be at 90 to 100% often. You might be at 90 to 100% of your ability 10% of the time.
Yeah. And then you're really searching for perfection all the time, and which would literally drive you crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the opposite of that is sometimes you really just suck and you don't even know why. You're just really just stink. And that's probably like 20% of the time. You don't know why. It's just there. So getting that level higher is okay, I guess, but also not the most ideal.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the 10% on the top and 20% on the bottom. Then you got 70% in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to raise, right?
Sure.
You're always going to, most of the time you play, you're going to be within that range, that middle 70%. If you could raise that level to a higher level than you're at now, you can have more success.
And more fun.
Right. Right.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, you want your floor to be higher and you want your middle to be better.
Exactly.
Because at our skill level now, like your best, typically if you're playing your best that day, you're going to do very well, right? And that goes for most of our group. Anyone, right?
Yeah, if you're at your best.
Correct.
Yeah,
if you're at your best, you're going to have a great day. Like you're going
Exactly.
to win a lot of games. You're going to have a lot of fun.
Yep.
Those are just hard to come by.
Exactly.
Those are just, so you're always in that middle ground more time than not.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been stuck there for the last month, honestly. Like I've had good games but never like where I felt like I was at my top. It's like, how do I get that middle better?
Exactly.
And that's what we've been talking about constantly.
Constantly talking about that. And like, if you just want to use numbers, like ratings, we'll go with like, let's say your middle ground is a 4.4,
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking level.
Okay.
If you could raise that to a 4.6 or 4.7, you're going to have a lot more success,
Yeah.
right? At middle ground. Like you may play at 5.0 10% of the time, but who gives a shit? It's only 10% of the time, right? If you play like a 5.0 10% of the time and you play like a 3.5, the rest, what's the point? Right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the guy that's out there has unbelievably great shots. Like, right? He can hit some unbelievable good shots, but he ends up losing all the time because he doesn't have a good game.
Right.
Right. So kind of similar metaphor.
Similar like that.
Yeah. Where they might have good shots, which are tremendous when they hit, but you only hit them very few times. You want the slow and steady, like, dependable. So
Exactly. So the question becomes, how do you do that? I don't have the answers.
I don't either.
The more I look at videos of professionals and things like that and hear what they have to say, it seems like it's more just like working on consistency and working on almost like a boring game.
You beat me to it. I was about to say, I think it's really just the basic stuff.
Yeah.
Being able to do it over and over all the time consistently. Like not hitting a third drop shot into the net. Knowing like if you're going to miss, don't miss that shot into the net, right? Miss it high. Anytime I play with Jason, he's like, don't miss in the net, right? That's the only shot we can't come back with. Miss it high. If we hit it high, we can defend it, right? So it's like getting good at the things that are very simple. Third
Very
shot
simple.
drop over the net or serve the ball in bounds, right? I've had days where I'm serving one out every 4 balls out of bounds, and it's like serving is supposed to be a strength of mine, right? Like,
Yep.
So just I think being very consistent on the easy, mundane things that really nobody really wants to work on, right? Because that's not cool.
It's not fun. And sometimes it's even choices.
Yeah.
Like maybe the third shot drop should just always be in the middle, for instance. I'm just saying hypothetically. Just because it's a lower part of the net, you got a better chance. It takes a lot of opportunity and angles away from your opponents. So like, it's fun to drop one to the the corner. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
But it's not the way to win games necessarily.
Yeah, just playing the higher percentage shots, the
Yeah,
easier
exactly.
shots consistently.
Right. Boring.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same stupid thing. Somebody told me they always serve across. They don't care. They don't think about this is just this person's way of playing. They don't, oh, that's the weaker player. Or like Jason says, you want the weaker player up front first. So you'll serve to the stronger player. Or I should say return to the stronger player so that he's not up, right? This guy's philosophy was, I don't play any of those games. And he tells his partner, this is what you could expect from me. I always return it straight ahead of me. Always, 100% of the time. So you know where to be, where your angle is. You're going to be in the middle because I'm going to be that way. So it's boring, but probably effective. And if you do that times 10 different things, you'll probably win a lot more games.
Yeah. And there's probably not one thing that's right or wrong. It's kind of up to what you're good at and what, you know what I mean? Like individually, like there's probably some overwhelming things you should do consistently well, but then it sometimes comes to what do you really do good, right? Like as a person.
Your personal high percentage shots.
Correct. Yes. Because all of us ours are going to be different.
Yeah.
Right. So I think got to be good at all the normal stuff, and then figure out what are you really, really good at, and then try to execute those more.
That's a really good point. And I noticed that yesterday with you in the morning and in the evening, that like my game is getting a little harder. Like I'm driving more, I'm kind of more aggressive, and my slow game is not quite as where it was, meaning I don't rely only on my slow, but it seems like, and I said this to you one time, it seems like as soon as I slow it down, things start to happen. I'm pounding, then pounding it back. We're getting into battles. And then I just get a perfect slow drop or dink, and everything starts to just culminate in my favor.
Yeah. And I do think that's true. I mean, that's what you're good at. But also, I think when we've talked about it in the game the other day, it was a very fast game, and all of a sudden we slowed it down, and there were some errors. I think during the middle of a game, just some strategy I use, I'll completely change the tactic I'm using to try to throw them off.
Yeah.
Because I don't like when people in rhythms, right? If I'm constantly going to their backhand, like I'll throw a change up to go somewhere else just to make them think something else. Or like do like a really slow serve, right? Like normally I'll serve hard, or I'll do like a really
like a lollipop serve or something.
Just to make them like, oh, I haven't seen this. This is different, right? So
that's true too. And I notice you do this, and I do this because of you too. Lob once in a while. Once in a while, just throw a lob, and it's like a fast game. You're in the middle of the game. It's like 5-5. It's just like fast. Just lob one. Just fucking throw up a lob. And it completely changes the momentum.
Even if they smash it now, they might be thinking, is he going to do that to me again? Right.
Yep.
So I use it for that, even if it's a good shot or a bad shot. Just you want them not to be in the same easy rhythm. Like, okay, he's going to hit to my backhand. Then we're going to do this. Like, just make them have to think something else.
Yeah.
So far too often, I'll see, and I'm huge into the strategy, right? We've talked about this 1,000 times. Like I pay attention to what people are doing, the shots I'm hitting, how they're hitting that day, or what are they typically good at. That's how I kind of narrow down. I don't think I'm the quickest guy, but I have a good idea where they're hitting the ball based off of just different, like what I've seen from people. But
yeah,
just
where you're going to put it and where it's likely to come back.
Yeah, like hey, what are their two options with coming back, right? And I just play the percentages from there.
Yeah,
so, but just being able to change the game on that, I think, is important. So
during the game,
during the actual game, yeah. So which is off topic from what we were talking about, but I think that's important.
Yeah. So yeah, the percentage in the middle ground, raising that level.
I'm pulling up the list. I agree, though. I think everyone wants to get that middle ground higher. That's makes it more fun, right? So that you're not losing 11-3, 11-4 on your bad games. Maybe it's 11-7, 11-6,
right.
11-8, right?
And maybe even winning some.
Yeah. Or maybe you pull out one that you shouldn't have won.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. So this is actually the list you sent me. I love this one, too, because I've actually used this line recently. The realization that this is rec and this is for fun and no one's going pro in our group in pickleball.
This is a tough one. I think we've mentioned this even on the podcast before. We briefly, Oh, where do we start? Like, right? Where do you say, basically, what are we doing? Is what it really comes down to. What are we doing? Are we doing this for fun? Do we just enjoy the game? If you have a ping pong table in your yard, right, or in your house, you're not going pro. So when you're playing good games and like you and your son or some friends come over and they're at your level, what are you thinking? What is in your mind during those games?
When I'm playing my son? Like
ping pong. Like with your son or another friend that's just as good as you. What are you thinking?
Just hang out, have fun. Yeah, and just enjoy it. Enjoy company.
So,
and beat them.
Of course, but like, it could go either way. Yeah. Like, I mean, we're not playing ping pong for like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
So really it's mainly just fun and activity that you enjoy at a level that has some element of competition.
Yeah. I always say I want to have the fear of losing, like some point during the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I don't think everybody's like you though. Yeah. I don't think so.
You don't? Yeah. No. I always like to be able to it depends on the day or the circumstance, but that's when I have the most fun. It's like which happens all the time, by the way, but I always like to think like there's the potential they're going to beat me.
So what if you go into that like that, you get your little fears and you're not having a great night in ping pong, say, right? You just lose like 6 games, win 3 or something, like good games, but you're losing. What then?
Well, I personally will put on Forrest Gump and watch it 24 hours.
And you just keep rewinding that one scene.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
How long do you do that for? Like a week?
Depends on how many times I lost.
Yeah. 2 hours for each loss.
No, to answer your question, I mean, I'm realistically not. It's not going to matter. Like I
Right.
would want to win in the moment, but it is what it is. So
So why is it different in pickleball?
it shouldn't be,
Hmm.
but it does seem to happen though.
Right.
And I think it's just the life cycle of where we've been with pickleball, or where a lot of people are going through. It's like we started, we were having so much fun, we are learning, we're getting better, and now we're at a stage where like, all right, we're finally getting good. Do we want to continue to get way better, or can we even get way better? Are we at our max? Like, I think for a while I was like, "All right, I want to keep getting better," which I think I do, but I cared about getting better. But now it's like I don't really care. Like I've went full circle on that. Now I'm like, oh, it is good. I like to get better, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Like it's okay.
Right.
So, and I really wanted to play with all the best players consistently, or try as much. Now it's like, yeah, I want to play with them because I like some of them, but if I don't, I'd rather just play with people that I truly like more. Right? Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So,
So you're at the top level of that group, though.
no, I wouldn't say the top level.
Of that group, not the first group you said, but like you're at the top level of like the people you just like, and like if you can't play with the best people in Ocala, you're at a high level at
yeah,
that.
I think
You're at a
so.
high level at that.
Mhm.
So is that part of what makes it okay for you? Let's say you're at the middle level or the lower level of that. Would you be like, no, I got to get better? Because these are the people I'm playing a lot with.
Yeah, that's a good. I don't know because
Right.
we all started playing at the same time, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
that's a good question. I don't know.
It's a really good question, honestly.
What do you think?
I think that a lot of what you're saying, that contentment,
Yeah,
is because you're at the highest level of that level.
of my friend group.
Yeah, of your friend group and the people you play mostly with.
Okay.
So the times when you play with like a really high level, you could hang, and if you have a really good day, you might have a good day, right?
Mhm.
But if your floor is low that day, you might not have a great day. But like you're not playing with them all the time,
Sure.
so that doesn't stick with you as much. Like, oh, now I got to raise it because I got to compete with these guys every day. The people who you're competing with every day, you're at a higher level with. So it enforces like some kind of contentment, I think.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Right.
It might be true.
Yeah.
So really, the question I get think where you're trying to go, then what if you're not? Right? What if you're
Yeah.
just medium?
Well, I feel that way about myself. Like I feel like I'm kind of like right in the middle of that like level of like all these people who are like good,
Mm-hmm.
but not the best 10 in Ocala, like it's probably like 50 of them,
Mm-hmm.
we play with them all the time. I'm like the middle there. Good day, I'm great. Bad day, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Middle day, I'm right in the middle, just like they are. Right. So if I have like a medium or a bad day, I think I'm not content. I'm like discontent. I'm like, I gotta get better. These are the people I play with all the time. But if I was like almost toying with them a little bit, like I was at the higher end, and like if I'm even at my middle level, I'm gonna win most games.
Mm-hmm.
I might just be like, oh, this is fun. This is as far as I want to go. The people I play with all the time, I'm kind of at a better level. Then let's just roll along with that.
Yeah. So where are you? What are you thinking?
Well, I go back and forth. Because it technically, like when I'm not playing, like now, it's just talking with you, I'm fine. I'm like, let me just stay where I'm at. I don't want to make it my whole life.
Sure.
I have fun. I like the people I play with. It's competitive enough, where I could lose anytime I could lose,
Mhm.
and I could win. So it's just the right level. Why not just leave it there?
Yeah.
Now, but when I'm on the court, I don't feel that way. Like if I'm having a bad day on the court, I'm like last night, for instance, like I could play better. Like
Mm-hmm.
I could win more games than I did last night. I could compete way better than I did with them last night. So then I'm like, when I'm in that situation again, I don't want to be like a loser. I want to win.
So do you really care about the wins, or you care about just being competitive?
That's a good question too, because even yesterday I was competitive.
Because I honestly, I want to win. I hate losing. Do not get me wrong. But if I played 10 games, I couldn't tell you how many I actually won. I just knew like I played good or I was very competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like even the day we did the tournament. You knew how many wins I had, and
Yeah.
I did not know. Because I was playing bad that day, so I thought I lost a lot more than I actually did. I only lost one, and I told you, I'm like, I don't know, I've only won like 3 or 4. You're like, no, you haven't. You've only lost one day.
Right. First one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really like Yeah.
It's what you it's living up to the capabilities that
Yeah.
you know you should be at
Yeah.
is what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's probably more like that for me too, but it does translate into more successes though for me
It
too.
does. I mean, correct when you're playing good,
Yeah,
but sometimes you could be playing your best. Your partner's just having a bad day. You lose. Now you're putting that loss on yourself. That's why it's tough on the wins and losses.
yeah. Well, those I've gotten better
Yeah.
at realizing that like my partner was off all day, but a lot of times that's not the case where you're with one partner.
Sure.
A lot of times, like last night, it was circulating.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's nothing you could say. You know, you
You
couldn't
just
pull
didn't play your
through.
best. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play my best. I mean, the games were decent. I mean, it was 13-11, 11-9. There was a few blowouts both ways. I was on a winning side of that once, and I was on a losing side of a blowout once too. But aside from those two games, everything was very competitive. So technically, it shouldn't be an issue.
Mhm.
But like you said, I know my capabilities. So, and I know I wasn't playing anywhere near them.
Well, and you had a different mindset. That was like you're competitive. I'm going there,
Mhm.
4 guys, invite only, right?
Yep.
You were going there just to try to be as competitive as you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've mixed around a lot actually. Over you and I both together and separate, right? We've played at a lot of places. We went over to the country club. We got invited over there,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and we played with Lance and that group, which
Yep.
was all we've played with some of the guys before, but it's been a while, and some new guys. So we played over there. You played out at Shania's with a bunch of different people
Yeah.
recently. So
Oh, yeah.
we've kind of been all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. There's good pickleball. It's funny how different pickleball is at different areas too.
It is.
Like the way people play, the styles, the ball they use, right?
Yep.
Because you were struggling that day at first, I think. Well, first of all, it was crazy windy. Remember how windy it was at the country club?
Yeah, I do.
And they were playing with that Duro ball, and we don't ever play with that one.
Mhm.
I struggled with that ball for the most part.
Yeah. It's faster, right?
Very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to really get used to it again.
It's true. Yeah. I felt like I was hitting out a little bit.
Hmm.
Hit it hard. It just goes.
And then like the country club, those fences are weird on the corners. So
Yeah.
I mean, we still played and had fun. It was good. Uh,
That's the main thing, you know. That really should be the main thing. Having fun.
and those guys
compete-
are nice over there too,
They are nice.
if you're invited.
Yeah. Don't show up.
No,
Do not show up.
do not show up.
They'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they'll just ignore you the whole time after that. No, but that's the truth.
At least you know.
What about her?
I said, at least you know. You know where you
Oh,
stand.
at least you know. Yeah.
But
You're right about the different play, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, but in general, the game's getting faster, I think. Most places I go to. People are really banging it out.
yeah. Well, and just listen to other like podcasts or just reviews of stuff. Like that's because the paddles just keep getting better and better. To where back in the day they weren't as grippy and they didn't grip the ball as much. You couldn't spin the ball, so therefore you couldn't hit it hard and keep it in bounds. So I think the paddles from when we started to where we're at today are just so much better.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder how the paddle I got from you is compared to the first ones I was getting.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
I could use another one already.
Well, I already know, like that Selkirk I played with from the very beginning, I thought was like the best paddle ever. It was when you first got it, it was good because the grit on it was like real grippy, but you play a month or two and the grip's gone. So like if I try to go play with that paddle right now, I still have it. The grip's gone off it, so I can't even keep a ball like in bounds barely. So they're getting better at that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why the game's getting faster too.
Yeah.
And you could feel it too, even with like the pickleballs. Like if we get a brand new Franklin, or brand new and playing with it, the ball's very fast. You play 5 games with it and it's like dead, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So, or if it's like really hot out and the ball gets like a
Like
little-
squishy
yeah.
almost. Mm.
So
What's the next one?
let's look. All right. So that was our realization. Like, and maybe some people do want to go pro. I don't know. I think most everyone we play with just wants to be good, right? You want to win and get better, but
Yeah.
like for the most part, like some of the guys might do drills and stuff like that. But even I might, but more or less it's just to get better and that kind of thing.
I agree.
Some of the stuff we've hit on a bunch. The people showing up that really shouldn't, right? Just trying to play a good competitive day and people just kind of wanting to get in on your games when maybe they shouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
we've hit that a bunch though.
We have hit that a bunch.
and I think we need to get whoever runs the county on. Remember, we talked with Artie about this, but we need to get Jim on, right? I think, is Jim county or city, right?
County, I believe.
And the county runs Cohadjo. We need to get
Yeah.
Jim on. We need to mess with him anyways about playing 2.0, and then also maybe try to get. I'm just kidding, Jim. We know. Actually, I haven't seen him in a long time, but I think there could be some improvements to Cohadjo to make the experience better for people. That like yesterday, Alicia and I went play. These people were from Texas, and they're trying to figure out where to play. You know, how does it work? Are we using the paddle system?
Yeah,
Are we not? Or is this a competitive court? Just like general rules of what to play. And I think having a challenge court, whatever the case might be, to help people go to the right courts.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, signs and a rule thing on there, like when they're all taking 4 on 4 off, whatever it is, whatever the rules are, just posted.
Correct.
Yeah, but definitely the challenge court alone would help.
Mm-hmm.
It would usually it just happens when I go anywhere. When there's a challenger court, which it almost always is, around that court is a better level of play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is. The farther you go away is more novice.
Sure.
It's just instinct. I think it's just natural. You might not even have to post signs on it. Just have the challenger court, and everything else would fall into place.
And it's good. There's a lot of people like especially over Christmas, the holiday break now, people have been off more. So a lot more people have been back at Coach. I've been there. It's been slammed, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of beginners, which is great because we were there before, but like just let them know which courts, right? And like how to mix in properly. Because having someone mix in on the court that shouldn't is just, it's not fun for us. It's not fun for them, right? Like, and we'll play to be nice, but it's just kind of the way it goes.
Yeah.
I played the other day with like a guy named Peter. He was an older guy, and he was a nice guy. I had fun with it, but like, you got to kind of know which courts to be on. And it wasn't his fault. It was just the courts were so busy that day. But I've had that happen a bunch where people just kind of walk up to you.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when it's like a Saturday morning, things could mix a little bit, and if you know who you're playing with and everybody knows each other, everybody knows already, and you just make adjustments. But if you don't know, this also leads to probably something you have. I don't even know if you have this on the list, awareness, but it kind of leads in there. Mm-hmm. If I go somewhere, I say that to the person before I start. Like I'll say the words. If I went to a 5.0 play, like I'm looking at these guys, they look like they're kind of like pros, and I'm ready to get in there with them, I'll say to them outright, hey, I might be under this level. I mean, if you're good with that, I'll say the words.
Yeah.
I think that's important too. And then they know what they're getting into, and then, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. No, just play.
You ever had anyone tell you, no, just go away?
I haven't, but I would be okay if that happened.
I
don't want to ruin people's games.
I mean, you are definitely different than most in that aspect, though. Like, you pay attention more, you read the room. I mean, I think that's pretty common, but unfortunately, I don't think that happens a bunch. So it's almost like, everyone thinks their kids are like the cutest, right?
Yeah, no one's kid is ugly.
Yeah, no one's kid's ugly, but like that's how people think their pickleball game is too, right? Like, like I can play with that. Why can't I? Because you know why? They only think of their top 10% of like, if I'm playing my best, I can keep up with these people, which may or may not be true. But how often do you actually play your best, right? That's just kind of what we want to do. Yeah, maybe. So it kind of goes back to everyone. Everyone probably thinks they better.
So
than they
you
are.
think that people are more optimistic about their skills?
I think for the most part.
Really? I feel the opposite.
Really?
As a person, yeah. Me as a general human being.
You do, but I'm saying you're not normal in that.
Oh.
I'm thinking most people think they're better than they really are.
Oh. I mean, I could think of 3, 4, 5 people that fit that. But then other people who I don't know what they're thinking, I just assume they're like me. They're kind of either even, or maybe they're even a little negative even.
So maybe this is a poll question.
Yeah, this is definitely a poll question.
How do most people view themselves? I mean, no one's going to answer it honestly, though.
Why? Why wouldn't they answer it honestly?
You think they would?
To themselves?
If we actually did a legit poll, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, it could be anonymous. Mm-hmm. We just want feedback.
Yeah.
We don't care who the name is.
Yeah, no, leave us comments. Like, what do you think? Do you think people think their skills are better than they really are? Do they think their kid's really cute and maybe they're not? Or do you think they're realistic about what they have, right?
Yeah.
So,
Or even the opposite way.
yeah, or even the opposite, like
Yeah.
undersell themselves.
They think
a
their
little.
kid is like really disgustingly ugly. Like just a putrid kid.
Yeah,
Like denying this isn't mine.
I don't even know this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Give us feedback. I'll be interested. I think more people. I don't think more. I don't know.
You think more people overestimate their skills?
Only because they think of their best days. I don't think they're doing it like to be intentionally like intentional about it. I just think when you think like, even when you ask someone like, hey, a golfer, like, hey, what kind of golfer are you? They'll think of their best scores, right? Their best rounds. They're not gonna think of what their real average is, right?
I guess. Yeah.
I guess that's what I think on that. Could be
Yeah.
off.
You might be right. Probably right. I wish I was like that. I think I'd be a happier person.
Yeah, you're way too much on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
I know.
I would be so much happier. Like complete delusion, even. Like I'm the best pickleball player in the world. I never played tennis, but I'm the best tennis player too. Like complete delusion.
And
So
if I don't win, it's my partner's fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I wasn't trying, or
The wind
the
blew.
justifications.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a good one.
The justification that actually drives me more insane. Yeah. Oh, the wind, or
Well, you know someone like that?
yeah, I do. I know a few. Those drive me the craziest.
Yeah, that's true. The justifications. But some of the justifications people do, I think, to themselves. They might not be vocalizing and annoying people, but to themselves they do. Because I've talked to people in parking lots after games, and I knew they played like shit. I'm not going to say that to them.
Sure.
Why would I? But like their demeanor about the way the games went, as they discussed, was very aloof. Like I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have had to say the words to that person walking to the car, like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had such a bad game. I wish I did better for you guys. I feel like I really ruined your day." I would that kind of thing, where that person doesn't have that thing at all. It's almost like they didn't know.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I guess that's all right because they're not bothering people. They're not saying to people, "Well, I missed that because of the wind," or wow, I had too much spin on it or whatever. So it's okay, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the opposite. That's
Right.
For sure.
I mean, they feel good about themselves. They never feel bad.
They probably should if they keep playing.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, what's the right way?
I don't know. However, they need to be mentally to keep coming back out and having fun.
Yeah, see, I mean, if you're going to try to go big with it, you want to win big tournaments, you want to like make this big part of your life or semi-pro or something like that, then you have to be real with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're just having fun, maybe it's better just to have that justification system.
I don't know. I could never do that. But
No.
maybe it is better.
Yeah.
Actually, this reminded me of something that was said yesterday that just had me dying laughing. Remember back to the error guide that we've talked about? I played Stu and CD, and there was an odd number. So I beat them, and whatever the game was, which is not the point of the story. But we beat them. It was actually me and Dustin Quinches beat Stu and CD, and there was one person waiting to play, and I think it was Adam. So then either Stu or CD were debating on who was going to play, right? And CD's like, well, let's just do paper, rock, scissors. Let's make it fair. And Stu goes, no, you made more errors. You need to sit.
Get out of here.
And I about fell over laughing. I thought that was the funniest thing.
Yeah. Well,
and
he meant it too. It wasn't.
Oh, no, he was dead serious.
Oh, no.
He was dead serious. So.
And how did it go? How did it wind up?
They I think they're buddies. So they kind of argued it out. And I think CD ended up playing, though. I don't know how they came up with that, but I thought that was hilarious.
That's funny.
You made more. So then it was like, then I started joking. It's like, well, if you make no errors all game long, but you make the last error to literally lose the game, does that error count for more, or is it just one error?
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
So
yeah,
but it was funny that he said that, and he was dead serious.
That's crazy.
Now honestly, I played the game. I don't remember who made more errors out of the two. It could I could have been equal for all I remember, but I guess if I was the guy that made a lot of errors, I've actually sat, all right, like, hey, you play. I don't deserve this one.
You're very quick to say that was on me.
Yeah.
You've done that before a lot. Oh, this game was on me. Like you take it to the face.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Sometimes overdo it even.
I would say so.
Yeah. Well, I wind up being in that situation a lot where I'll make the last one error. It might not be the game ending one, but it was an important one at the tail end of the game where we were up 9-8 or something. And it was something that I really should have had. Like it should have been a put away or something. And I just messed it up. But I really did great the rest of the game. And my partner was at best mediocre, at best.
Yeah.
And I feel like I ruined the game.
You even said that yesterday. You guys are up, I don't know, 10-7, 10-6 on us. And there was a point, you're like, whoever wins this point is going to win the game. And you won it, but we somehow came back and won anyways. And you're like, I told you it was going to be that point that mattered the most.
It's true. The worst for me is, I know you want to go to the next list.
I was just
the worst for me is I got a way stronger backhand than I do forehand. And I got better control, better power, everything, so when I have a meatball that I'm stretching for, and I know I'm going to put it down the middle. It's coming up a little bit and I have it like it's a perfect bam, that kind of thing, like right there. And I just hit it into the net. Doesn't happen often, but it always happens toward the tail end of the game. It never happens when it doesn't mean anything.
Or do you just not remember the early ones?
No, I really don't do it that often.
Okay.
That's not one of my errors. I know what my standard errors are.
Okay.
That's not one of them.
So why do you do that?
I don't know. It's weird. I call it the black cloud, but who knows?
No, I don't know. I've played with you a lot. I played with you a lot and against you a lot. I don't ever think you play good at the beginning or bad at the end. Like I don't think there's a trend to that.
Probably not.
Or if there is, I just haven't noticed it.
Well, this I could add to this though. When I'm in a phase where like you're on the high, like you said, you were in like a mediocre land for like the last month or two. You've also been the other way. So when you're on the good, like you're just really on for a month or two. And it translates to like winning a lot of games and just performing well and feeling good about your performance. I don't notice any of that. I have a bad point, a good point, beginning of the game, middle of the game, end of the game. I don't think about any of it. It's when I'm on the bottom part, when like I'm going through like a 4-week period of like not being good, being off, losing a lot of games. That's when I pay attention.
Yeah, because you're overanalyzing everything.
Yep.
Like, why do I keep losing?
Yeah.
So then you think about every shot rather than like every point's the same, basically. It doesn't really matter if you're up or down, right? So
Exactly.
if you're just playing 0-0 the whole time. So
well, you could take all your points. We talked about this too. And the whole month of December. If you sat there and you played whatever 50 games, you take all your points, you'd probably be just as good on your bad days with the amount of points you accumulated total, even with losses, than you would on the good ones. You'd be real close, I bet.
I bet, yeah.
It's just you're analyzing your bad moments more.
Or like, oh, that one shot cost me, right?
Right.
You're more focused on that.
Right. And maybe it was more losses that month. Maybe it was a little bit more losses, but I guarantee like the points are probably similar.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you think about it like, well, I had the potential to get 250 points this month, and you won and lost a completely different amount of games on separate months. You might get somewhere between 165 and 190 points on the winning one or the losing one, So
True. We should figure that out.
Yeah. Is that our next thing? We just completely overanalyze it and to drain all the fun out of the game.
We need a video every game we play.
Yeah. Video it, analyze it all day.
Was this Tony's error or my error?
Exactly. And subtle differences, like your wrist was off a little bit. That's why that.
Or maybe the ball was not new. It was a used ball and not a brand new one.
We focus in and see that there was a tiny crack in the wall.
Oh.
That was the reason.
Oh, can you believe that?
That's what happened.
Yeah. I played co-ed a lot too. So when I play with Alicia on the weekends, I typically play co-ed. And she yells at me for this so much. When you play co-ed, do you play full on? Like meaning if the girl's at the level, right? You're all on the same level.
Yeah.
You go full on attack both equally or
kind of. I mean, I'm not going to try to body bag the girl, but for the most part, I'm playing well. If I know the girl can handle it. Yeah. What about you?
If the girl can, I don't ever smash the ball at the girls. I will say that. I'll tone that down. But I'll play them. I'll hit them equally the ball because a lot of times the girls are better at resetting than the guys. Depends on the girl, right?
Yeah.
But I won't attack them. Like I won't smash a ball with them.
All right. So you don't obviously not going to body bag them. Now, how about this one? You got an overhead there at the baseline. You're naturally going to hit it toward her, just where you are on the court. It's just going to go more toward her. You'll lighten up the hit, even though it's not going to hurt her. It's not going to hurt her.
Yeah, I'll tend to still hit that at the guy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you'll do everything to hit it at the guy.
Not everything, but most often I will. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be like. I mean, and there's plenty of girls I can get them back easily, but my fear is the one that I like. Maybe they're not all the way back; they're halfway, and I leave it up a little higher, and I like smoke them in the chest. You know what I mean? Like the legs. I just feel like such a jerk. That's why, honestly. Where if it's a guy standing there, I don't care. Like if I hit your leg, like, oh well, you know, unless it's like the 90-year-old guy or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
Alicia's always on me about that.
About like not
Taking
playing.
it easy on them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Did she feel that way because she thinks that the other guys are not taking it easy on her?
I think so, yeah. But a lot of times when her and I are playing, we're playing guys that are good. Obviously, let me break this up. Some days we play against Brache and his wife a lot, right? Which Brache's smart, places the ball good. So he's not like attacking Alicia. But it's like when I play that lower guy or maybe someone that's not in that group who can hit the ball hard, but they can't control it as well. She's gotten hit a few times.
Okay.
And yeah, that pisses her off.
She gets pissed?
Yeah, that pisses her off.
Did she send you off on them? Get them.
She looks at me like, you want dinner tonight, Daniel?
You know what you got to do. Yeah.
So.
And do you?
I don't. I mean, I'll hit the ball hard at them. Yeah. I mean, I won't intentionally like hit them, but yeah, I'll make sure that they get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Or play harder. You know what I mean? But I always say that too. Me playing harder is not more fun for her because then I play more of the court. I'm more aggressive. I lob. You know what I mean? Like I do stuff that I know I could win easier on that level.
You have a very weird situation there because Alicia's competitive and she really wants to win.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she wants to play.
So it's tough sometimes. I know.
What do you do?
Some days I can get. I can get it right. Some days I can't.
It's a fine line, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and granted, there's plenty of yes. Back to her. I didn't want to make it about that, but yeah. So it's like she wants to win. So it's almost like let me get a lead, or like let's get the game in control and then back off a little bit. But that's the hardest thing to do. Is like I either need to go full force. I can't do full force. Pull it back. Full force. That's the tough part.
It's very hard.
Yeah. But I want to circle back though. There's plenty of girls that I could drive the ball at. So I don't mean it that way too. That can handle it easily and get the ball back at me. But it's just you feel bad when you hit one bad. You know what I mean? Like hit one where ball was supposed to go down, it didn't. That type of thing. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think probably I would feel the same way as you if I had an overhead.
Your
I
overhead's
really
getting there.
Well,
it's not there. It's not that. But
my drives are better. My overhead still stinks bad.
We got to work on that one day because you have the ability to do
I
it.
definitely have the ability.
Yeah.
I told you I restrict myself purposely.
Yeah,
I never broke through from the beginning when I was hitting everything over the other courts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never broke through. I'm like, I'm not going to win games. This is like the second month I was playing. I'm like, okay, I'm slamming the ball. I love it. It's fun.
Yeah.
But I'm hitting it like to the third court. I'm hitting the fence, So it's like, how am I going to adjust? Well, you're not going to really hit the ball. You're going to kind of half-ass it. Do one of these kind of like moves, You're not gonna let it go, and that's how you're gonna do it. And that works for a long time because we weren't good. Mm-hmm. So I could keep the ball going, I could place it, or someone just wouldn't get it back anyway, even though it was a weak hit. It would hit the net. That shit don't work now. Like you got to put stuff away. Like you could not put stuff away.
Yeah, when we're playing the higher, like even yesterday, It almost seems like inevitably, if you don't put it away and they get it back and they reset it, you lose the point 100% of the time for whatever reason.
I agree.
It's like if you have a put away ball that they get back, you lose the point. You just might as well stop.
It's like karma almost for not doing your job.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and the putaways should be easy. Like your putaways are ridiculous. Adams are ridiculous. Sean's got a really good putaway.
Yeah, he does.
Gannon, of course. Chase. A lot of people got good putaways.
Yeah.
The overheads. And even people who don't have as much power, they got good ones. Like Jason doesn't do a lot of power shots. He just angles you.
Yeah, he's got that wrist.
You know, just put it, you know, hard enough, but just proper angle.
Yeah, sometimes it's about where you're bouncing the ball too, right? Like you want it to bounce quicker, so it bounces the second time quicker. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
I use that more on like my forehands and not the overheads, but like you know what I mean? Like if you're way back and I'm trying to hit a forehand up the middle, like I will take speed off of it so that it doesn't travel as far. So there's different things like that too.
Yeah, because if you hit it hard, it'll bounce and just hang
Stay
up
up.
to the baseline.
Yep. So
You take a little off, it bounces, and it's on the down before it gets to the baseline.
So even if you're getting it at the bottom to where hopefully you just pop it up.
Right.
So
You definitely got no opportunities, at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll work on that though. I think
Yeah.
I mean we'll just have to go hit you a bunch of overheads one day.
That's all
And I'll practice my defense.
that's all I have to do. Just over and over and over.
A million times.
Unleashing it. Just unleashing and just like finding my way.
It'll be good. You'll learn your overhead, but then you'll tear your rotator cuff, so you'll never be able to use it.
Yeah.
I finally got it.
Yeah.
Rotator cuff.
And I retire from pickleball permanently.
Yeah.
But that is probably detrimental to my game, not having that. I think it's actually, I could look at it a positive way even, is that it's amazing I've gotten this far without it. So, I mean, if I could just add it in.
I mean, it's nice to have because you put balls away, but you have a lot of other skills like resetting the ball and like that you're very, very good at that keeps that you'd much rather, if you had to trade off between the overhead and that stuff, you would definitely leave the overhead for last.
Sure. If it was a trade-off, yeah.
If you had to sacrifice. Like basically you're building the perfect pickleball person and you only get like 10 credits or something, right? You gotta, you know, do you want to use 3 credits on an overhead or, you know, does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
That's true. What else you want to talk about?
Isn't there another one?
I think it was all kind of bleeding into that.
You're going to make me look now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because etiquette and politics are basically the same. Well, politics is a little bit different. Politics is a touchy subject, I think.
All right, let's hit on that and that'll be our last one. What do you got?
Oh, also the exhaustion thing. Too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not playing today.
Yeah. Well, the exhaustion thing. You know, sometimes when you're playing too much, you play like 7 days, you play in the morning, the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that good? Right? That's first question. Is that good?
That's a good point. Because I'm actually tired today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I played Saturday, twice Sunday. And of course, we've had more time off too, right? So, but I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow. So I know if I don't play tonight, I probably won't play for, I don't know, 5-6 days. So it's like, I want to play tonight just to get one more round in.
I'm curious to how you're going to do tonight.
Yeah.
Being that you're, played a lot, like you're tired.
Mm-hmm. Playing with guys. So it's more of that friends/competitive group tonight. I think Quincha has texted me he's coming.
Cool.
Live on phone. You heard Sandon's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then Adam and Dylan Grace are coming. So who I would consider my buddies too, right? They're all good, but my buddies as well. So like
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's the best.
So really, even if I don't play great, it's going to be fine. It'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
So my legs are a little sore, which they're not just sore from pickleball. I did some exercise and stuff too. So, but yeah, it'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I played as much as you probably this weekend, and I'm exhausted. Like, I need a break.
Yeah.
I want to play today, too. And I could be probably suckered into it, but I know it's not the right move for me.
And I know your personality. That's why when I got here, I was like, hey, I'm just asking you because I'm going to invite someone else. And you're like, I'm not trying to pressure you into playing. So,
yeah.
Because I know if you come out and you're kind of not into it, it's tough for you.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. It should just be like, especially if there's 5 people there. I wouldn't even want to mess that up being the 6th. But let's say I did. I could always do, I should be able to do I'll go out there for however long I want. I could go out there for 40 minutes and be like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, who's to say? As long as I'm not leaving people flat, with 3 guys, who cares?
You know what? And someone, that actually brings back yesterday. CD was not on his best game yesterday, but he kept hanging around to play just for us. That was nice of him. Right?
Did we need? Yeah, because we only had 4 at the end.
So at the end, he's like, guys, I'm not playing great. Like that's a good example of what we should be like, right? He wasn't playing his best. He's still playing good.
Yeah.
But he had a good mindset. That's why CD's so easy to be around.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And he ended up playing better at the very end. I think it's because all his expectations were gone. Like he's just like, hey, I'm here just to play. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He needed the win, too.
yeah,
Well, you gave it to him.
we got it.
I almost gave him one, too.
Yeah,
We
you
lost
played-
11-9.
Yeah, and y'all had a good comeback in that game.
Yeah. So I think he was gaining momentum because that was the game before that.
Yeah,
And then he went with you, and then you pulled it out. And you guys would be a little behind with me, too.
yeah,
So we were making a comeback on you. We couldn't quite pull it through. And you and him made a comeback on us and won.
yeah,
So at least he walked away probably feeling.
yeah. But the point of that is like it is what it is, right? You just have even on your best days, just keep having fun with it, and
Right.
yeah, because he could have left way before that,
Yeah.
and then we would have kind of been out of luck.
Well, that also leads me to the thing is like, I'm not judging him, right? Like you don't say, wow, CD stinks.
Oh,
Right. We're aware that he wasn't playing his best, but we're also aware that he's still playing good.
mm-hmm.
We're also aware that we all have little variances, right? So nobody's judging. There's not an inkling of judgment, not an inkling. But when you think about yourself, or at least for me, I feel like I judge myself and I feel others must be judging me too. But I know that's not real.
Yeah, no, I mean nobody's judging you.
I know they're not.
Yeah.
I know it can't be. It's impossible. I'm not doing it.
I had this conversation with someone. I'll keep that private, but people are really judging the way you react when you play. They don't care about your actual skill. It's more about your attitude and are you fun to be around, that stuff. People judge that, but they're not judging like he's bad at pickleball. They judge like were you fun to be around. You know what I mean? That stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and any judgment that could bleed into performance is not based off you stink. It's based off, oh, I've seen him play way better. He just wasn't at his best today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with that. Yep.
which they all aware of.
Yeah, because they experience the same
Of
thing.
course.
Everyone experiences the same.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
once you get all that real clear and you're playing with this group of, 40, 50, 60 different random people in the area that you could run into along the way, there should be no pressure, right? Once you get that in the
Yeah.
way, right? There shouldn't be though.
There shouldn't, but there is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all yourself applying that pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good point. Because yesterday, at no point did we be like, "Oh, CD's terrible at pickleball." We never said that.
Nope.
We just play. We're like, "Oh," and actually, it wasn't even he was bad that day. It was like, "Oh, that game he missed a shot or two." It wasn't even that he was playing bad the whole time either.
Right. Exactly.
So,
It was, half a game here, quarter game there.
yeah. Well, I even said Adam wasn't playing good yesterday. It doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be bad today. He's just yesterday he wasn't on for whatever reason. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. Oh, I hadn't. Oh, one last thing we got to talk about. So we did our King of the Court men's version, and now everyone wants to do a co-ed version, so a mixed version.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to organize that sometime, and which by the time you guys hear this, the podcast will come out. We've already come out for the men's version and talk about how that went. So this will come out way.
That's
after.
right. That didn't even come out yet.
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Our producer has
knew
our
it was
producers
going
had some issues, so we're a little backlogged.
Yeah.
So, but thankfully he's okay.
I'm going away next week too. So
Yeah.
I can't do one next week.
No, I'm thinking. Oh, podcast.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Podcast. I can't do one. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll have a
New
few
one.
breaks in the schedule.
Yeah.
But I think this co-ed. So I want to do, I don't know, 7 to 9. We'll have to figure out the number again, but 7 to 9 guys or girls, and just do a co-ed version. So
That'd be fun.
yeah,
Hopefully you don't have to organize any of it.
I'll do the guys. The guys weren't bad.
Yeah.
The guys weren't bad. The girls I've asked, so the girls that reached out, I'm like, well, listen, I don't want to organize both sides of it. So you pick, you organize the girls, we'll set the number and then go from there.
Well, I guess what I meant, I don't think I said it right. So you're going to gather the guys. Somebody will gather the girls, but someone has to organize the actual interaction. You should have her do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm okay
that's-
with doing that.
Well, it's actually twice as hard as what you did because you're combining two sectors and trying to interlude them
Yeah.
into equal games and stuff.
I think I could handle it. I learned enough from doing it the first time that I
Okay.
think I can handle it easier now. Yeah. The only thing that made it what I'll need them to do is if whoever the girls they gather, if there's a big difference between the top girl and the bottom girl, I just need to know that so that I can make the games as fair and equal all the way around. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to put some time and thought into it.
Yeah, it's not that bad though. I already have the format and the prompts. So I just used, honestly, I used AI, and I have a general format anyways, and I used AI, and I could just plug it in now.
So how many do you think you want to get? Like 8 and 8 or something?
Yeah, anywhere between 7 to 9 will work fine.
Each.
Yeah, gender. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it'll work fine. If we end up on the lower side, the 7, then we'll probably have some type of playoffs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To where last time we didn't have that, so then we just said at the end, all right, this is over. So
Well, playoffs how? Because you're not playing with the same partner, right?
no, we'll say maybe, hey, the top 2 girls and the top 2 guys.
We'll do another ladder type situation.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out.
Right.
We'll have to figure that out. It's like, all right, does the
Yeah.
top guy take top girl and play the second, or is it the top guy and the top?
Well, what you would do if let's say it was 2 and 2,
Yeah.
the best 2 guys, best 2 girls, you would then have them do their own king of court on their own. Each one would play with the other,
Yeah.
and then do the scores, the highest score.
So
would
that'd
win.
be 2 more games. Yeah, that'd be the best way to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone's watching you, judging you.
Judging.
Yeah.
Big time judgment.
Yeah.
Lot
It'll be
of
fun.
pressure.
It'll be fun. I think it'll be good. Because then too, you'll see people playing hard the whole time too, right? Like, I've never played in a real super competitive co-ed deal, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
And what's funny is just that little bit of money on the line too made everyone play a little tighter, right?
I felt good that it didn't cost me anything.
Oh yeah, you got your
It was
money
exactly even.
back. You got your money back.
You know what the crazy thing is? You remember, right? I left it in the car.
Yeah.
So I left my $25 in the car.
The only guy.
Right. The only guy that just was like, and I said to you or whoever, you think I could just get it at the end and bring it here? I don't feel like walking back.
Mhm.
And I came in third, which the prize was $25. So
Mhm.
I never had to go back to the car. I still didn't go back to the car. The car's still there.
Still there, never even
Yeah,
touched it.
so money's there too.
But yeah, so maybe we'll try to do that. I don't know. Let's call it end of January.
Yeah.
Give time to get back on a regular routine. Maybe not do it at 2:00 because the sun was an issue then.
Yeah. That's true. There specifically.
Yeah, it was just a weird.
If the courts were the opposite way.
Yeah, well, we have trees, so it'd be easy that way. Yeah. All right, we're good.
I think so.
All right, well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If you didn't, we don't care.
Yeah. If you didn't, you message me.
Yeah,
Is that how it
text
goes?
Tony. Yeah, any complaints, text Tony.
Me.
He deletes them anyways.
Immediately.
He probably won't even read them.
No, they go right in the garbage.
All right.
All right. See ya.
On the mic with a grin and a smile. Don't get too close or we'll lob you in style. Let's kitchen banter. We keep it loose.